On a cold, misty night, a young woman named Lily decided to take a shortcut through the woods near her home. It was a path she had walked many times before, though tonight something felt off. The trees were unusually quiet, their usual rustling drowned out by an unsettling stillness. The air was thick, clinging to her skin like a heavy blanket. As she walked deeper into the woods, her footsteps sounded louder than usual, echoing unnervingly in the silence. She pulled her jacket tighter around her, glancing over her shoulder, but there was nothing there, just the dense, dark woods that stretched on endlessly. Then she saw it. In the distance, barely visible through the mist, a figure stood motionless. It was too far to make out any details, but Lily could feel its presence, an oppressive weight pressing against her chest. A chill ran down her spine, but she told herself it was just a trick of her mind, perhaps someone else walking in the woods as well. But as she continued, the figure didn't move. It just stood there, staring at her. Lily quickened her pace, her breath coming faster, her heart hammering in her chest. She tried to rationalize it, but the feeling of being watched grew stronger with each step. When she reached the point where the figure had been, it was gone. Relief washed over her, but it was short-lived. The woods had turned darker now, as though the very trees had swallowed the light. The air felt thick, oppressive. Then came the sound, a soft, scraping noise like nails against wood. It was faint at first, but then it grew louder, closer. Lily spun around, her heart racing. The scraping was followed by a slow, dragging step. She wasn't alone anymore. She started to run, but her legs felt heavy, as if the ground itself was trying to pull her back. The sounds followed her, closer, faster, until they were right behind her. Then, through the fog, she saw it. A twisted, gaunt figure with pale, hollow eyes, its face obscured by long, matted hair. Its mouth moved, though no sound came out. Lily couldn't move. Her breath was caught in her throat as the figure reached out for her, its cold, skeletal fingers brushing her cheek. "Leave," it whispered, its voice like the creaking of old wood. But Lily was already falling. She felt herself slipping, the ground beneath her turning soft and wet. Her scream was swallowed by the darkness. In the morning, the woods were quiet again. No sign of Lily, only the faintest disturbance in the mist, as if someone, or something, had been there and had never left.